and welcome to Girl Talk. And we have a great panel today. Heather Olson's here from Singles Plus. Anna Ruby is here from J. Banks Design, but we're not going to make this about her today, even though she is single.
Here we go.
What is that?
Oh, I forgot. Don't mention things to Debbie because then she will do.
Anything
you ask her not to do.
Also here from Custom Audio Video. It's a treat. Well, and I know we're talking about what women want. Okay, we talked about this once before. Have you read 50 Shades of Grey?
I'm in the middle of it right now.
No? Have you?
No.
It's an excellent...
Okay, I just got back from a trip, and on the plane, I was sitting in the area that I was in, at least 4 different ladies were out reading, and I'm like, oh, I can't believe you're doing that.
But have you read it, Deb? You need to read it. And the funny part is, you really need to go through all 3 books. Because
have you?
Yes.
Is it a series?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And it's about what women theoretically really want, right?
Well, I haven't read it. I've heard a lot about it. I've heard that it's a compelling story.
Very.
In addition to some other things I've heard. Interestingly enough, men are reading it too.
Well, if I were a guy, I'd be.
Because men want to know what women really want. But what women really want, we talked before about what men really want, and it's no different for women. It's just that when we're specifically talking about professional single women, oftentimes have raised kids by themselves, have developed and established a career, and are really developing, have created a whole life as a single, or even if they were married, felt that they did it by themselves. But that really strong, powerful, successful women feel that they intimidate men. Oftentimes they'll tell us, men are just intimidated by me. Not the right men. Not the right man. Some men, yes, or they're testing men or whatever. What women really want is a man stronger than they are. That's what they're looking for.
So true. That is 100%.
This is not about you.
That's the whole point.
The whole
whole
point
thing.
of this silly book, and it's pretty graphically dramatic.
I'm picking it up today.
Graphically dramatic.
I want to be in
Is that a good word?
conversation.
It's
Yes.
graphically. You're like,
Yeah.
really? I did? Really?
It's very
But by the
full of
third-
adjectives.
It is. But by the 3rd book, it's very conventional.
Oh.
Just to give you a little insight. So it's interesting for me to hear what you're saying about what we really want. What do you like in a guy, Missy Miss?
Oh, I think I do like someone really strong. I mean, I absolutely would like somebody really strong. And I've always felt like maybe I intimidate people. I don't know why I feel that way, but...
I don't know why I feel that way.
I think it's
here.
I mean, I do think it's
4 alpha personalities.
But it's the natural progression. I think it's how it's just natural that the man is the leader. And I'm not saying that women can't be leaders also, but there's a natural hierarchy that it's the man, the woman, then the children, and then obviously spiritual, if that's what you believe, above everything else. And I just think it's natural that a woman does want someone to take care
Especially
of her.
if they've done it so long already on their own, they're just exhausted from it. It's like, can somebody please?
But that looks different to different people too, because
without a doubt.
Yeah, because my husband's very quiet, but I would say he's very comfortable with who he is and what he does. He may not appear to be overtly dominant, but I certainly think it's a mutual.
But
there's a
it's about
difference.
respect.
It is.
I think.
I was just going to say,
Respect
it has
is
to,
a big thing.
and that's exactly what I was going to
We
say.
don't want
is we're
controlling
looking-
men. We want
Right.
men who have things under control.
Right. Heather, say that, and that was very important.
I said we don't want controlling men. We want men who have everything under control.
And I think that gets confusing. Does dominant mean control?
Without a doubt. And it's just, I truly believe it's if you can look at that person that you're with and respect them. I mean, that to me is
Both
the
ways.
man being in control. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you respect their decisions. You respect who they are as a person.
You feel secure and confident.
Exactly.
And don't you think a lot of that's about communication, being able to be open and make yourself vulnerable?
You
and
have to be able to.
Be clear.
Yeah,
What
if you can't be honest with one another, you've already got incompatibility problems.
What else are women saying to you about what
They want somebody who gets me. They say, he just never understood me. Or we were never on the same page. And that's fundamental values. But when two people who are really compatible and have that chemistry together as well get together, the first call I get is, wow, for the first time, I just met him and he gets me. He understands me. I feel heard. I feel, for the first time, understood.
Do you have you?
How come it's about us now?
Okay.
No, but I just think back to a lot of my friends say, oh my goodness, the first time I met my husband, I knew.
Yeah.
So I guess that's the feeling of I've been heard, I've been understood, and maybe that's the feeling when they know, oh, I've met the one. And I guess so many people that I know that have successful relationships said that they knew immediately or within a very short time of being with the person that it was the one.
They may question it.
Yeah.
They're waiting for that other shoe to drop
Right.
because how could it possibly be this good
Right.
still?
Yeah, but I think it's being real too. I think a lot of times we really want
And
that,
being transparent,
right?
And
we
stop
want that
trying to put
first-
that shield up.
Exactly.
And I'm so cool, and you can't get to
Because
That's
I
a
think
protection.
initially, don't you think in the initial phases of dating, it's sort of it's courting.
Sure.
Well,
As
yeah,
a
and
pu-
we're
as a
all
public-
really
And it
know
should
each
be.
other. That's the
It
whole
should be
thing.
courting.
Yes.
Should be courting. Yeah,
But
should be
should courting not go all the way through a relationship?
Without
Well,
a
Zig
doubt.
Ziglar
Don't
wrote
you
a book
think?
called Courtship After Marriage.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
And through the marriage, absolutely.
I mean, that's romance. You have to keep it
Exactly.
alive.
No, but what Zig's book was about courtship during the marriage and not just before the marriage. But
I know we've only got about 30 seconds, but how do we get to you? How do we, if we are single, how do we find our perfect match through you, Heather?
well, you go to singlesplus.com.
Okay.
That's the easiest way, and we will contact you. Just a little information through there.
A friend of mine heard you talk last time you were on and called, and I think she's being matched. It was awesome. I love it.
I can't confirm or deny that.
Stay with us. We'll be right back here on Girl Talk.
Sponsored by and filmed on location at J. Banks Design, the fresh and innovative retail destination. And by The Greenery, an employee-owned company with a growing tradition since 1973. And by Stoneworks, for tile, for backsplashes, for granite. And by Custom Audio Video, your technology specialist enhancing your home or business with the latest in audio and video electronics. And by Island Tire and Automotive Services, now under new ownership and winner of the Reader's Choice Awards for Best Oil Change and for Tires.